the sunny sky, trying to light my way, but I'd rather be in the dark. I feel all the romance in the stars, surrounded by the universe with
okay, before we get the morning started, today it's gonna be a great day. It is. We have the foam roller, we got the bands, because we are progressing. We are progressing. We are switching from the red band to the black band. We are building strength. We are getting that muscle memory back from when we didn't have it 7 months ago, because it's been 7 months since I haven't ran. Basically 7 months since I haven't done any PT, up until 5-6 weeks ago when I started to do PT. I think we are going on to week number 6 of doing PT and then the good foam roller. And this is a new foam roller. I mentioned it in one of my past vlogs, the vibrating foam roller, where it literally vibrates, and it feels like a massage gun, and it feels really, really good. You can just lay on it and it feels really good. It's like you don't have to move your hand up and down for the massage gun. You can just lay on this and you can foam roll out your muscles, and it's so much better than any other foam roller. It really, really is. And on my rest days, I use this every single day, I really do. But on my rest days, I really use it because I don't use these bands. I do use this mat, but I do use this foam roller a lot. I do my mobility movements, my dynamic stretching, but most of all, I do this for 20 to 30 minutes in the morning when it is my rest days. Today is not a rest day, so I will be using the bands, the foam roller, the mat. But on my rest days, I just do the stretching, mostly dynamic, because I haven't warmed up enough to do static stretching, because static stretching is not really the best of movements when you're not warmed up. It's easier to tear muscles, easier to tear ligament. It's easier to get injured when you are stretching when you haven't warmed up. And that actually leads me to a little belief that I have, is that I did so much static stretching before I had gotten my hip injury that it later led on to a hip injury with a bike crash. I have so many possibilities and cases that I just think, what could have caused my hip injury and what could cause this foot injury that I am dealing with right now? I am rehabbing the foot with calf raises, calf stretches. I don't know what it is, and it's really annoying because yesterday while I was at work, it was really bothersome. I was literally walking at work, and then all of a sudden it really just kind of hurt, and I just had to stand up at the host stand and just kind of like greet people, but it was very painful to walk. And then my hip all of a sudden started to hurt too. This morning when I woke up, my hip was very stiff. It's like stiff, and it's kind of like hard to move, I guess you can say. It's like, why is it moving this, like, it's a weird movement, and it hurts to walk. Like, it's just like staying in one area, and it's like very stiff. And same with my foot, it's very stiff, it's very swollen and puffy still. But that's why we are rehabbing the hip. But the rehab comes with rest. When you do rehab and all that, you need to rest in order for the muscle to grow, the muscle repair, the muscle to build back stronger and be more stronger than ever, and allows you to prevent less injuries, prevent you from re-getting the injury, and just prevent other injuries. Because one injury can lead to another injury. A tight muscle can lead to an injury. So like my hamstrings could actually be causing my hip, because when I started PT a few weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, I noticed my hamstrings are very tight, and that could be one of the possibilities of why my hip is hurting. But it's all, I don't know, it's just a guess at this point, because the doctors don't even know what my hip thing is, and we haven't gone to the doctors for my foot, so it's all just like kind of a guess. And we haven't been to a PT, so the exercises are kind of a guess as well. We don't know what exercises to do, if the exercises are helping my hip or actually making it worse or inflaming it more. Overall, I feel like it has gotten better, but overall it's still painful. Still can't run on it, still can't do the activities I love doing, and it's really sad. If I was told today or even a week from now that I'm not able to run anymore because your hip is just completely damaged from a bike crash or something, that would really bring me down. I would suffer from severe anxiety and depression, because it was just like, running is my life at the end of the day. I know I'm looking forward to a run, and I'm looking forward to a run someday. I don't know when that run is going to be, but it's going to be someday, and it's going to bring me happiness, joy, and I'm going to be able to train for a trail race, a mountain race, an ultra marathon, a marathon, half marathon, 5K, 10K, and just have fun running. So so it's just gonna bring me joy. But all that needs to have rest in place after these PT days, these strength days. When I do start running after these long runs, thresholds, I need to have recovery in place, recovery days in place. I need to have foam roller in place. I need to implement these recovery days, these easy days, these rest days in order to grow, to rehab, to allow me to absorb the training, absorb the strength training, absorb everything I'm doing in order to repair and build the muscle back stronger, build the strength back stronger, and have that muscle memory start to kick in. Of course, I'm gonna have muscle memory just because I strength trained before I got injured, and I had much more bigger muscles, I had much more bigger glute. Just saying, I really did, because I was strength training basically every day. So it's just a matter of time and will, how much patience will I have with going along with this journey and continuing this journey. If I don't have patience, I won't continue this journey, and I gotta be consistent with this journey. Those rest days are part of the consistency. If you don't have those rest days in place, you're just gonna overtrain, and you won't be consistent, because you're gonna get mentally burnt out, you're gonna get physically burnt out, you're just gonna be overall super tired. Like, I was starting to overtrain, I felt like, so I had to take a physical break because I just felt like I was regressing. I felt like I was in a training slump. I felt like my mind was just not right. My mind was starting to get, because I was doing this for an hour every morning, it started to put a mental toll on me. So I was like, I need to take a break to enjoy this more, enjoy this rehab process more, enjoy the journey more, and achieve the destination at some point. But those rest days need to be in place so I can achieve the destination and follow along the journey, have the consistency of this journey, so I don't get mentally burnt out, I don't get physically burnt out, I don't delay the muscle growth and go backwards or stay stagnant or start going downwards. I want to go upwards, build more strength, build more muscle, and be able to run, and that takes rest days. Rest days are very important, and you need those to be implemented in order to grow and just have a better foundation for running and strength. So you need those rest days in order to have fun with the journey. You really do, because rest days are very important for a runner. They really are. If you don't have them, then you might get mentally burnt out. You won't be consistent. You're not having the patience to go forward. You're like, well, this is gonna get me injured. This is gonna make me weak. Then I'm gonna lose all my strength. I'm gonna lose all my endurance. But you're not being patient with it, because those rest days are actually not hurting you. They're actually doing benefit for you. You're just not being patient. You think you need to get all this success in an overnight deal, but that's not the case. You have to do rest in order to build strength, in order to progress. And if you just have no rest days, you probably won't be consistent, because again, you're probably gonna have to take a break because you are tired, you are mentally burnt out, you're physically burnt out. So you need to be consistent with whatever you're doing, and then be patient with it. Just don't go all at it. Put all your force into that one thing, because you need to take a break in order to allow everything to adapt and build back stronger, in order to just kind of like, okay, I can do this because I'm able to now have stronger muscles and stronger foundation. Those rest days are just very important, because it allows you to be consistent and patient and true to yourself. But anyways, let's get with the foam roller, bands and everything like that, and get started with our day, because it is 7 o'clock right on the dot.
Clothes, small clothes, hiking gear, filmmaking equipment, drones,
Familiar might be easy, but the unknown calls my name.
If we don't find our own, we'll be here forever.
Don't want a life that's empty when I got the world to gain.
Let's run towards the sun, we've nothing left to lose.
Adventure might be scary, but my heart is wearing thin.
Step one, have some fun, live the life we choose.
Goodbye all.
Moving up to the higher resistance band, the black band.
I love days like this, when all my troubles turn to bliss, when a smiling face is hard to miss as I'm passing by.
walk down Lindsay Street, where all my friends used to meet. Sometimes life is bittersweet when you're moving on. If I could harness time, maybe I would hit rewind or maybe pause, 'cause I'd like to stay a while. Face like yours, I won't forget. Face like yours, so glad we met on that day. Took my breath away.
Did I just do something stupid? We'll talk more about it after I put up this bike. So, we are back from the bike ride. I'll put it on the screen right now of what it was. And am I dumb for doing that? Maybe. But I actually felt really solid on the bike ride. I felt really, really good. I felt like I could go longer. I really could, besides because my hip felt good. I could not go longer because my actual quads and hamstrings were fatiguing out. Apparently, I am not getting strength from all that PT and all that other stuff I am doing. But I do feel stronger compared to what I did when I biked Matthew's Marathon. I was in a lower gear and it hurt my quad still. It really did. And now I can bike longer with the higher gear, higher power, higher speed, with going faster as well, and feel just as good, just as fine, and be happy and satisfied with the bike ride and feel less hip pain. I didn't experience any hip pain after, no hip pain, stiffness after the bike ride. I experienced some hip stiffness in the beginning of the bike ride, but I was like, let's see if it goes away. And in matter of fact, it did go away. The hip pain just is like, I'm going away. And I was like, okay, good, because that hip pain is gonna be like, you're gonna deal with it no matter what. I'm gonna set you down right here, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more about the bike ride. So yes, the bike ride went very, very well. Like I said, no hip pain besides in the beginning of the bike ride, and it was overall really good. I was like, your body's just gonna have to deal with it. Your body's gonna have to deal with that hip pain for you to go forward, because I was like, I'm done waiting on it. It's not getting better with PT. It's slightly getting better, but maybe I just need to incorporate movements in my hip to kind of just loosen them up. I mean, I'm gonna have to start implementing new things, trying new things to see what works for my hip. If this doesn't work, well, I'm gonna have to try another thing. It's at this point where I'm gonna have to do an science experiment on my hip. If none of the science experiments work on that hip, we're gonna have to go back to the doctor, most likely, go get another MRI like my doctor said. He said, if it's not getting better, we might have to get another MRI, and that's what we might have to do after all my experiments I do, because I want to get it better. I really do. So I'm just going to experiment with a lot of things, see if it gets better, if it gets worse, and just rehab it. If it doesn't, well, again, like I said, I'm just going to go back to the doctor, maybe get an MRI, do something, because I want to get it better. I want to get it fresh. I just want it to feel good, feel a lot better than what it has been feeling. And so I'm just going to rehab it. I'm just going to do what I want to do with it in order to rehab it, feel good. It has been feeling better, a lot better ever since I've been doing PT. I kind of still wish I can go to a real PT, just because I want to know what true exercises are the best. I want them to rehab it. I want them to stretch out it. I want them to figure out what's really the cause, what it could be, what could help, what exercises are really bad, and what I should always avoid, what I should never do, what I should always do, and what I should always implement. I'm really just kind of getting impatient with it at this point, because I've been waiting 7 months to be able to run and do any physical activity like biking, and I'm glad that I have no hip pain after. I had some hip pain during the first little bit, and then it ended up went away, because I was like, I think my body is like, you're dealing with it, Chris. You are going to deal with it, and I'm overall stoked about it. It was really fun. I wanted to go longer, but again, my quads were fatiguing, my hamstrings were fatiguing. A few weeks ago, I could not go that long for sure. My endurance was good. I did lose a lot of endurance. I used to be able to go 19 miles an hour for 20 miles straight outside in these like 110-degree weather, and so I definitely lost a lot of fitness, but overall it still feels good to be out there no matter what speed I'm going at, because I'm out there still. So I'm not going to take it for granted. It feels nice to move my body like that. It feels nice to just kind of like, wow, I'm moving my body like that again. It was like, I'm happy for it, you know. I'm happy to be moving my body like that. It's just cycling my legs, getting a nice little quad pump, just feeling the movements again of cycling. Hopefully I can continue it. If I don't, well, it's gonna be really sad, but I'm still gonna work on rehabbing the hip, building the strength, and all that. But it's gonna be a process, and I'm done waiting. I'm gonna be done waiting for the patient. At this point, I'm just gonna be consistent with it, and so the consistency is gonna take patience. So I'm overall still consistent and overall still patient. But yeah, like I said, my quads would not have done as good a few weeks ago. So overall, I'm building more strength through the PT, because now I could go a lot longer, because my quads and hamstrings are fatiguing with less time than they were a few weeks ago if I were to do this, because they're just building strength. They're getting stronger, they're getting bigger, and so I'm able to go longer because the quads are not fatiguing as much. But did they fatigue during the ride like I said? Yes, they did. But I'm gonna get you the comment and the question of the day right now. And so I want to thank everybody for 372 subscribers. It really means a lot, and we might hit that goal of 1,000 subscribers for the year. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button, share this with your friends, share this MC running channel with your family, your friends, your running mates, your cycling buddies, so whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, so this comment of the day will go to C. Thor. These kids are the future of American distance running. Well, I sure do hope so. I sure do hope so, because if I am, that would be amazing. I have a YouTube channel to show inspiration, motivation about running. Do a little bit of the turn the doorknob. Show some inspiration of my life. Show me and Matthew's life here on YouTube. Inspire you to run faster. Have fun with fitness. Do activity. Have fun with your life. Be healthy and have fun with life. Like, this is a vlog. This YouTube channel is about storytelling, life storytelling, run storytelling, achieving our goals together as a YouTube family, getting better as a YouTube family, achieving our goals, seek happiness, achieve goals, and find glory. So we are trying to do that with this YouTube channel, and hopefully we can become sub-elite, or even just a little bit below that, to just become the greats of endurance running, at least here on YouTube, and just achieve our goal. I mean, 1,000 subscribers is when we're gonna start making money, and I hope this is able to become our dream. I really do. So we're gonna get you the question of the day, which is, how long was your run today? Was it a long run, easy run, tempo workout, speed session, track workout? How long was it, and what did you do? And if it wasn't running, what cross training did you do? So anyways, I did cycling and felt no pain, but hopefully that continues. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that continues. Anyways, make sure you seek happiness, achieve goals, and find glory. We will see y'all, or I will see y'all, or Matthew will see y'all in the next one. Peace.